long. But it's like, you know what? Just like I'm with you guys. Just, okay, ignore it. Next.
Right. It might be offensive to you, but it might not be to the next person that's looking at it. It might actually get some inspiration or something out of it that they're not getting. So I wouldn't.
Everyone reads art differently.
Exactly.
You know.
That's
exactly it.
And that's why it's art.
Okay. We've got a consensus.
Well, it might not be the right one, but that's just my opinion.
No, it's really funny. I am so very disturbed by something that just happened in Houston that I don't even okay. And you know me, I'm kind of the game show host in the room here.
Right.
And this is going to be hard for me to lay out. But here's the deal. A guy was doing a show at a place called the Avant Garden, which I've got to give them major props for that name. Avant Garden. Isn't that great?
Yes.
Okay. He was an artist. It was supposed to be a benefit for to raise money for somebody that was to pay medical bills for cancer. Okay.
Right.
Totally admirable. Awesome. But this guy decided that he was going to do performance art, which included giving himself an enema during a performance.
What?
I know. That's what I said. And what happened was that the stuff ended up all over the stage. Now, the owner of the venue said it was poop. And he said, no. It was the stuff in the bag, which was a protein shake, why was he using a protein shake okay, whatever. There's so many things wrong here. So many things. And so there's this war in the Houston local media breaking out between the singer Michael Clemens and then the owner of this place. And none of the other bands could go on stage. The owner said it took her crew until 4 a.m. to clean this disgusting mess up. And this guy said, no, the whole thing was just supposed to be that I was supposed to do the enema and see how long I could stay on stage before I had to run to the bathroom.
Yeah, that doesn't.
But who thinks this is a good idea?
That's not. He should have went over.
Someone who really wants a shitty show.
Right?
How sad. Yeah, that was nothing.
So he goes on, and she's saying, look, this was biohazard. It was indecent exposure. So they're in this big old standoff. But here's the thing. The benefit didn't make much money. Funny. And so now there's a side GoFundMe to raise money for the original cause. But this idiot, he says, I have people trying to sign me. And here's his quote, this Michael Clemens. I'm not a one-trick pony. You'll never see Michael Clemens with an enema bag again. Thank you.
We appreciate that.
Let's start there.
Right.
I don't really personally want to see anybody with one.
Right.
No.
If you need to do that,
do it in your privacy of your own home.
bye-bye.
Yes, exactly.
So
In your
performance
bathroom.
art, or are you kidding me?
Right.
I don't think it's performance art.
No, I don't either, guys.
Not educational either.
Yeah. So, all
They
right.
don't know how to stick a bag up their ass and squeeze.
And if you don't know what you're doing, you shouldn't be doing it.
You shouldn't be doing it. No.
Yeah.
Leave to the professionals.
Exactly.
Anybody like a Food Channel cooking show fan in the room?
I used to be.
I used to be.
Yeah.
What happened?
My husband went gluten-free.
Kind of rained on the parade.
Yeah, I did. I have to cook differently now.
Perry, why did you depart?
Well, I go through streaks of it. It's
Okay.
like every so often it's like, all right, and I'll watch this show, and it's like, I don't want to cook no more.
You go on your streaks.
Yeah,
That's hysterical.
Yeah.
I got the square pan for Christmas, the square copper pan.
Oh, how do you like that?
Thing's fucking awesome.
Is it?
Is
Yeah.
it really?
Oh, we melted a cup. First thing I did before I made any food. I didn't cook anything. I'm like, give me a fucking Solo cup. I got to see if it works, and it does.
Oh, and it doesn't
No
stick,
way.
huh?
No, it's amazing. It's it's a great pan. I mean,
I'm
it's a
definitely
really
gonna
cool
go
pan.
grab one.
Although I did try fish and chips for the first time, and I gave myself a C+ on that because a lot of rookie mistakes. Next time they'll be great. But
Right.
yeah, I scored very high points for my batter, but the French fry execution was terrible.
Oh no.
Yeah. Anyway, so there's a food show in Britain called Country File.
Country File?
Yeah,
Okay.
It's spelled File, so not Phile. So I don't know what the hell Country File means, but it reminds me of that one. Have you guys ever run across that one here in the U.S.? The Pioneer Woman. I hate that show. It's like, ew, I feed hungry farmhands and kids, and I'm just like, really? I don't care. But anyway, so this woman, Ellie Harrison, cute girl, she was sitting at I have no idea. She was trying to draw, supposedly, a baker's hat and a tractor, like a baker's hat. And it
Okay.
was in flour. Well, it's been accused of being a penis. And I saw the picture and I'm like, I don't think it looks like either one. She sucks. Why are we drawing on TV? Did you have anything else to talk about?
Right.
So there's a big hoo-ha.
That's a big hoo-ha.
Have you guys ever, and okay, I don't know if you guys are going to actually answer this or not, but has anybody done any, naughty stuff in public or think it sounds fun?
In my younger days when things started, it wasn't dropping so much. Because if you get caught, you don't want to look your best.
Understood. Especially if you're going to be caught in closed caption television.
Yeah, with everything being videotaped now and on cameras, you can't walk to a corner anymore and not be on camera.
Right. And I guess maybe that's the reasoning why this British couple decided just to go ahead and fucking line at Domino's. Like, I'm not kidding. We've got the video, you guys. It'll be on the
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yeah. And this was after a victory, a big soccer or football victory, huge rivals that had just won, and they went to get a pizza and celebrate. And the woman involved in the incident says the staff just said they just laughed and told us to behave.
What?
If somebody's fornicating in line, I'm like, hi, health department.
Right. I was just thinking that too. It can't be good for the pizza.
No.
But you do get hungry after intercourse.
Good
So
God.
they're already in line, so you don't have to wait in any long line.
So upsetting.
That's, yeah.
So upsetting, you guys. So, that happened.
Why didn't they just have a special delivery?
And I thought,
Domino delivers within 30 minutes. You can last that long.
but it was way more fun to do it in public. And plus, there's been interviews.
Yeah.
See?
People try to draw that line. I went down to Universal Studios in Orlando one year, and I was standing in line for this awesome ride and everything, and a couple, you can tell they're just married because they were all over each other, humping and grinding on each other. I was waiting for the clothes to start flying. I'm telling you, I was uncomfortable. Kids were right behind me. If I could see it, they could see it.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah. And, isn't that weird when, you're like, okay, this is awkward for me. But then it's weird when you start sort of absorbing embarrassment because of other people that you don't want. It's like, oh, God, I'm totally taking on all the guilt in the room. Oh, God.
Right.
And I wasn't even enjoying it like they were.
I know. This is not fun.
This is not fun. I ended up leaving the ride.
Oh.
I got so close up there, and then I just ended up leaving. Like, I can't watch heterosexuals intercourse.
That bad, huh?
It was getting raunchy.
Okay.
Oh.
Not appropriate.
No.
Okay, let me just ask you something quick before we move on. Would you have been as offended had it been gay sex too?
It depends on if it was a gay valley fair, that might, because not too much offends me. I was more worried about the kids and stuff.
But so the same could have been said if it had been a gay couple.
It would have been said.
Thing.
Depends.
Yeah, okay,
if there's a time and a place for everything.
Okay.
Right.
I don't even do PDA in public around kids or anything because I don't want to put that on them and that's another one of my views, and I'm not going to put on anybody else. I'm not going to. Gonna keep, especially me going to different countries, I'm definitely keeping that quiet. They have so many different laws and rules on that stuff. Because my husband might go to prison for 3 years. Oh,
yeah,
I'm not doing that.
That's a really bad end.
And that's a bad example too. I mean, people that have gone to prison or some that have done way worse that I would never do on my balcony. But you got to be careful where you're going, what the laws are. We only go to countries that are gay friendly. Puerto Rico is one of the best places, and they're very gay friendly, and they have the best Coach.
The best what?
Coach store. Oh, I love Coach.
The Coach store.
Coach store is the best on there. It's like their mothership, but it's their outlet too. So, yeah, I get a list of 10 people give me a Coach when I go to Puerto Rico. I end up shipping. They ship it right back for me.
Nice.
Give me great prices and come home from vacation. I have this huge box from Coach.
Sorry, I'm having a small attack here.
No,
but that's funny because why wouldn't you go to countries that are gay friendly? Quite honestly, I would pick a country just as an average, well, I don't know what's average anymore, but let me just say a heterosexual American. I wouldn't go to countries that were hostile to our culture.
Right. No,
gay,
right.
straight, female, male, or otherwise.
Or otherwise, yeah.
I got to be honest with you. I have no interest to visit the Middle East. I don't think that they really want to see me, and I don't want to possibly run afoul of something and, like you said, end up in jail for something.
Exactly.
Right.
You don't know why.
Yeah.
I've seen too many movies like that. Broke Down Palace is one of those. It's just like, it hits me at home. And then I think my first cruise, I went to Honduras. And it was not the private resort that I was promised. There was 11-foot fences with armed guards and stuff. Getting off, I'm like, I like to get back on the ship now.
Right.
This is just too real,
Isn't that weird? Like the first time you've ever you ever venture into a foreign country where they have guys literally with assault rifles, military or police, that's chilling shit.
It is. Yeah. I am definitely not littering here.
Spitting, public urination, or even looking sideways. No.
I'm going to turn around and go back on the ship.
Smart.
Yeah.
Okay, this is weird. And Michael, and you in particular, I'm curious about this because, Perry, I'm not sure what you're sort of into. But there's a new study out published in Medicine and Science in Sports and Exercise. And they went through this really comprehensive questionnaire of men regarding the effect of strenuous exercise on libido. And basically, they're saying that men who do high volume cardio, like marathon training, have actually lower than average sex drives. And this was a survey of over 1,000 men, experienced athletes, long training histories, and things like that. And they basically said that men who ended up exercising at lower intensities and for shorter amounts of time were more likely to report higher or average libidos versus the longer and harder they exercise, the less interest in sex. I know that you've got kind of a really interesting history with your training. You're into that stuff. Have you ever noticed anything of that sort?
Well, I know when I work out more and more, I'm too tired.
Okay.
It might be. If I lay around, I'm like, okay, let's do it because I need to, I need to get some energy out. But
you need to put off some energy.
Exactly. No, I think it matters as a person. I've never really experienced anything to that, but I've never really been a bodybuilder or anything. I used to go running and stuff, but I'm just tired.
Because there was another study, basically, this one was out of the University of Texas at Austin, saying, the added stress on the body from the exercise does lower, at least temporarily, testosterone, which can also have an effect. So I was really glad that you, Perry, even when I found this last night, I wasn't even sure you were going to be here. I had no idea I was going to have the boys.
Yay.
So just any thoughts? Have you ever had this?
When I was younger,
Did you notice that at all? Yeah.
Well, I used to be a runner, and so when I was young, well, of course, being younger, it's like your testosterone is high.
Mm-hmm.
So it's hard to knock it down, huh?
Right, and I wish I would have knocked it down. I wouldn't have lost my hair. If I would have knew that, I would have joined the sport or something. Damn them.
Okay, now is that testosterone or isn't that a gene passed from the mother's side, I heard?
That's what they're saying, but I did my research and my mother's father has a full head of hair when he died. So I don't understand unless my mom was right and a bird shit me on a rock and the sun hatched me. I don't know what's going on.
Or it's like in my family where my brother and my sister, they've now gone back on this, but when I was a kid, they used to say that I was from the mailman.
Oh, yeah.
And there was a very good case to be presented for that. Trust me on this. Because I'm the one with the dark eyes and everybody else has blue. Like, really?
I'm the one with brown eyes too. And all my sisters have blue eyes. My mom has
your
blue
dad?
eyes. I never met my father.
Okay, well, my dad and my mom both blue eyes, and I get these like dark. Mine are like green and brown both, but hazel or whatever. But yeah, and I'm like, okay, really? And so they would tell me this, and I'm like, and then I used to. My dad would fall asleep in his chair. He'd be like tired because he worked heavy equipment construction. And he went to work at like 3:00 in the morning, so he's like snoring at 7:00. So I'd get right down his face, and I'd be staring because I looked like my mother exactly, and I couldn't really find a lot of features that I had. Oh, no. And he'd wake up, and I'd be like right in his face, and he'd be like, ah! And it's been a long going controversy now. But now that they're both deceased, my brother and my sister, we were just kidding.
Yeah, I want the fuckers. The truth should come out now. It should come out at 18.
Come on now.
Come on, tell me the truth now. Mom and Dad are gone.
Barf it out. Yeah, but I suppose. Okay, so this one I can't wait to get your take on. There has been we've got a conglomerate of studies, and this one is published in Personality and Social Psychology Bulletin, okay? And this came out of scientists in Canada and Switzerland were looking at why does sex make you happy? Okay, we always laugh. I don't think either of you have been here. We asked Dr. Markey about this.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
About, why do they study shit that's like so blatantly obvious? Like, well, duh.
Hello.
Kind of come and
Right.
But then the other question is why does everybody seem to study the same thing over and over? And she said that in the, PhD and academia that, you need to keep piling on to legitimize everything and kick it up to, it's like quantum quantum leaps of what they start looking at.
Right.
Okay, smart people, whatever. But this one is kind of funny. They were linking the frequency of sex with greater happiness. Surprise, surprise. But this is funny. This study said that the happiness spurt, funny choice of words, from having sex once a week compared to